Hi friends, let me share you a beautiful story of the man who went forward. Long, long ago, in a small village lived a poor man named Haridas. He earned his living by toiling in the field of the households of the wealthy. But they were not much wealthy people in his locality and they had not enough work to offer him day after day. So, once it happened that he went without any work for 3 consecutive days, his family was on the verge of starving. So he thought let me go into the forest. Maybe I will find some eligible fruits or roots, he thought, and he entered the forest. After some searching, he found some juicy guavas hanging from a tree quite ripe. He was so delighted, he climbed the tree and plucked them. This much should be true for today. He thought okay, this will be good for today, and he thought and climbed down. When he was going back on his journey to home, he saw a hermit seated under a tree. The man looked so weak to Haridas that he thought and he was sure that he didn't eat for many days. And he thought that I'll give some govas of my share to him and I'll starve for today also. I can pull myself without food. He thought like that and offered him some govas, kept some govas in front of him. The hermit opened his eyes and smiled. Haridas bowed to him. "This is my humble offering to you, sir," he said. "I wish I could give you some more valuable, but I am so poor," he said. The hermit smiled again, but said nothing. "Sir, give me a word of advice before I leave you," said Haridas. "I would consider myself fortunate to hear your voice. Go forward, my boy," said the hermit and closed his eyes. So when Hermit told him to go forward, so he stood up. Haridhar decided to act as advised, turned and began walking toward forward. When he was going forward, he found a piece of silver lying down before him. He picked it and straightway went to the bazaar. He sold it and returned home with a bag full of rice, vegetables, sweets, and some surplus money. He was so happy, and his family members also were very happy. Next day, he went into the forest with sweets to offer Hermit, but the old man was not being seen. Suddenly, Haridas thought, "The hermit asked me to go forward. He had not told me how far. Let me go forward," he thought. He started walking in a dense area of the forest and found a piece of gold. He returned home delighted. He sold it in the town for a good price. He constructed a house, bought lands, and opened a shop in the village. He proposed. Years passed. Then one day he wondered, why should I not go still further? He began walking into the forest and passed the spot where he found the silver and gold. When he crossed that silver and gold, he suddenly stopped himself, seeing a diamond piece laying in front of him. He carried it to the king. Experts of the kingdom said that the quality of the diamond is so precious that they didn't had that kind of a collection in the entire kingdom, nor with the queen's jewelry. So the king bought it. He was so impressed by Haridas' humanity and goodness. He invited Haridas to visit his court from time to time. Familiarly, with the kings brought Haridas prestige in the society. So he was very famous and very well known in the society, the village. After years, the king made him a noble in his court. After a couple of years, he became a noble member in king's court. By then, he had become a prominent merchant and landlord. So by the time he became a prominent member in king's court, by that time he became very big merchant and a landlord. His son used to manage his business and his properties well. Once in a while, Haridas would feel a strong urge to meet Hermit and convey his gratefulness to him. Many times he thought of going again or meeting Hermit and conveying his gratefulness to him. But he never saw that old man again, though he looked for him here and there in the forest time and again. Whenever he used to go to the forest, he used to look around, search for the hermit. One day, Haridas asked himself why he should not go even further forward. Next day, he took the path meandering through the forest and never stopped walking till it was evening. So one day he decided and went into the forest deep inside and searching and searching around. It was till evening. He forgot that it was late evening. He crossed that spots where he found a diamond, gold, silver. Diamond also area crossed. He stumped against a rock and he was hit by a rock. And that time he realized it was very dark, late night. Then he uh, was uh, looking around to have a shelter for the night. He looked in every direction. Soon he saw a flicker of a light. He advanced towards it. He went there. There was a small hut. Inside that, a small lamp was there, and an old man was there. Haridas was tiptoed in and knelt down and gazed into his face. Yes, he was the hermit he had met some 20 years ago. The hermit had not changed. The hermit had given me the key word and brought me prosperity, he said to himself. But why is still like that? But he himself continued to dwell in a hut. Why? This was the questions were raising in Harinath. One who could lead others to prosperity could have prospered himself if he wished to. Haridas continued to reflect with this kind of questions. The hermit opened his eyes and smiled. Haridas suddenly seemed to have found the answers to his question. What do you want now? Asked the head. Master, give me the king kind of prosperity you have got. So he said, Master, give me the kind of prosperity you have. Why not? Don't stop going forward, said the hermit. So at last, hermit said, Okay, son, go forward. Don't stop. Go forward and don't stop. Thereafter, Haridas stood and thereafter Haridas was not seen in the village nor in the royal court. Going forward has assumed a new meaning for himself. It was an adventure no longer into the forest but into his own consciousness. The hermit was his example. So, what does the story means is what Haridas has done is going forward was a new meaning for his life. It was every time when he used to go roam around or search for things like silver, gold, and diamond. It was like an adventure for him. But this time when he went, it was for his own consciousness to know himself in a better way. So this is a beautiful line, friends. Hope you all enjoyed. Take care and stay safe. Thank you.